Now, I'm sure you've heard of the term multitasking. People have said all my life, I'm great at multitasking. You're a woman. You must know what it is to multitask. You can do this, you can do that. Look, there's nothing better than concentrating on one thing at a time. Multitasking isn't really productive. You can be very busy, but you're not necessarily productive. I have discovered in all of my years of being a virtual assistant, the best, absolute best way of being productive and getting results in a very, very, very short period of time. And I want to share those tips with you today. So stay tuned and I will tell you exactly how you too can be very, very productive. Let's go. I will not keep you in suspense. It is the Pomodoro Method. So you're probably thinking, what on earth is a Pomodoro Method? Basically, it's a time management technique. It's so good and so very easy to do. So basically, this dude called Francisco in the 1980s discovered that he needed to concentrate on something for a period of time to get a piece of work done. So basically, he got the tomato app. Well, not a tomato app, he got a tomato timer from his kitchen and he turned the timer on for 25 minutes, then he took a little break, then he put it on for another 25 minutes, then he did the work, then he took another break, and he did that over a period of time and he was able to concentrate and get work done. So that in essence is basically what it is. There are apps on the website. I'll put an app down in the description below, which will basically, set all the timer and everything up for you. It's absolutely fantastic. I use it all the time. So basically you concentrate on 25-minute blasts for 4 separate sessions with 5 minutes in between, and then you have like a longer break and then you go back to it again. It's really, really helpful. You can really concentrate in that period of 25 minutes time slots. You turn off your phone, you get rid of all your social media, you put your phone literally in another room, you don't answer the door. Literally, you concentrate for 25 minutes on that task. You don't answer any emails, you put everything off to the side and you do nothing but concentrate on that one specific task for that period of time. Regardless of what it is going on around you, you just concentrate and you can get so much done. There's so much clarity in just getting that one thing done. There are times, I suppose, when you multitask, when you're ironing and you're watching the TV. That's as much multitasking as I can do. Like, that's it. And to be fair, I hate ironing. So the first benefit of a Pomodoro Method is that you can effectively manage your time in small chunks throughout the day. You have small specific chunks of time where you can concentrate on one specific task throughout the day. Secondly, it enables you to be, get rid of all distractions and really concentrate. Thirdly is it enables you to avoid burnout. So rather than, concentrating on something specific and, just going for it and just staying up late at night and getting up first thing in the morning, you can really dedicate time to one specific thing. And finally, you can really increase your productivity because you're not multitasking, because you're not doing 5 different things all at the same time. You can concentrate on one thing and get it done well. Okay, let's go through all of the steps that will make you as productive as possible by using the Pomodoro Method. Step 1 is to decide on what task you want to do. Step 2 is setting your timer for 25 minutes. In that 25 minutes, you sit down, or whatever it is the task is, you concentrate on that task. If it's doing your phone calls, like you maybe have a power hour, you make your phone calls for 25 minutes and you make whatever notes you need to make on. If it's, it's doing a specific note, calling your customers back for customer service, you do all your phone calls again and you write your emails. Whatever the task is, you do it for 25 minutes. Then you take a break for 5 to 10 minutes. Ideally, you step away from the piece of work that you're doing. You do something completely different, ideally not work. Go and make a cup of tea, go for a walk outside, tidy up the house. If you're working from home, go and speak to a colleague. Whatever it is, just step away from your desk or whatever you're doing for those 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you set your timer. Then you come back to your piece of work again, set the timer for another 25 minutes, and you work solidly during those 25 minutes. Then you take another break. Now you do this for 3 or 4 times. After the 4th time, you take a longer break. Then once you've taken that longer break, you potentially go for lunch, go and do something else, just kind of relax, because you would have done an intense amount of piece of work for extended periods of time. So you just need to let your brain relax and just chill out for a little bit, and then you go back to it again. And if for example you wanted to go and do something a bit more lighter, then definitely go ahead and do that. But what's so wonderful about these Pomodoro method is you can literally accomplish so much in such a short period of time. So do you have any specific type of time management techniques that you use to enable you to, really go ahead and get things done, enable you to be really productive? I'd appreciate it if you leave your comments in the description below so I can, interact with you, so we can actually build up a discussion and maybe help other people in the community who may be having some struggles themselves with, being able to manage all the different things that they've got and dealing with overwhelm and things like that. So I'd appreciate it if you leave your comments in the description below, as well as, liking this video as well, giving it a good thumbs up, so then this video can be promoted to other wonderful people on YouTube, so we can help other people in the property community. So I've recently been working with a new client working in their property management business, and working with all the team members that are in the business, assisting them with all of their managerial things and all their administration tasks and things like that. And I've noticed that we've been spending a lot of time doing lots and lots of different things, being very, very, very busy, but not necessarily very productive. So I had conversations with a couple of the ladies that was in the business, and we decided to use the Pomodoro method in order to get more things done off our Asana board, and to enable us to really concentrate, enable us to tick some things off, because God love us, we love a good ticking off, us administrators. So in order to do that, we had to make sure that we concentrated in a small period of time to get all these work done, because being in property management, as I'm sure you know, and being a real estate agent can be very overwhelming. There can be so many tasks that need to be done, so many things that need to be ticked off, that by concentrating for a short period of time, we can get all these things done, and they can all be ticked off very easily. I also remember another time when I was constantly in my car doing loads and loads and loads of viewings when I worked for an estate agency. It was purple in colour. I think that pretty much gives it away, to be fair. I worked for this estate agency, and I was in my car all the time. My job role was basically doing loads and loads of viewings on behalf of the estate agency. I absolutely loved it. But what was very challenging was doing lots of callbacks and all the people who I'd shown properties to encourage all these people that I'd shown properties to then go ahead and take the solicitors' details that we had to promote. We had to encourage them to use the solicitors once I'd put in an offer, and once the offer had been accepted, to use the company's specified solicitor. So what I had to do, I used the Pomodoro method while I was sitting in my car, to have a specific session to call up all the people who'd done viewings, to encourage them to use a solicitor. I blocked out time in my diary, so not only did I have a time blocking session as another time management app, I also, within that time blocking session, I then used a Pomodoro method as well. So I used two kind of compounding on each other in terms of being able to manage my time. And I basically, between viewings, it was really good. Between viewings, I sometimes had an hour between each viewing, between driving to somewhere and then waiting for the people to come. I then gave myself another half an hour, which would enable me to have like 25 minutes to do my calls, get some things booked in and some wonderful commissions, cha-ching, and then have a little break before I then had my next viewing. So that was definitely, a really good thing to do. So time blocking and Pomodoro together really worked. Time blocking, if you're not aware of it, is basically setting a specific times in your diary or your calendar for specific, chunks of work to be done. So for example, in the morning, you may get up and do some exercise. That'll be your time block. Then you may take your children to school. That'll be another time block. Then you may come back home and have maybe 2 hours to do some work. You may not necessarily have, that specific time dedicated to any task specifically, but you may have 2 hours to do a piece of work, and then you may have another hour for lunch, and then another 2 hours to do something else. So it's literally segmenting your day or your different times of your life to do different things, and then within those time blocks you then decide what you're going to do specifically with those times. So that is what I did. Rabbit on too much for you today. It was just a very short video on a technique that I have found that worked really well, not just for me, but all of the property managers and real estate agents whom I've worked with, as well as their staff members as well. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You don't have to turn on the notification bell, because YouTube do a wonderful job of promoting my content to lots and lots of people, but by subscribing to the channel lets me know that you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out here. And if there's any other specific content that you would like me to make, please put comments in below this video and I'll definitely reply back to them. So please watch the next video, because I am recording videos every single day and I am here to give you lots of content from the position of a virtual assistant, which is what I am. I work with people behind the scenes of their business, taking care of their administration, their customer service, their social media, whatever kind of assistance they need, so they can concentrate on money generating tasks. I look forward to speaking with you in the next video. Bye bye.